when do you find time to play online Ludo?
Like whenever I feel very exhausted or
Little better.
yeah.
Mhm. So you said you play only Ludo.
Hmm.
Mhm. Do you play Ludo
Yes.
even now, or did you play Ludo only when you were younger?
Whenever I get chance, so I usually play Ludo because nowadays Ludo is online available. We can play
Mhm.
online with friends,
Mm.
with relatives. Hmm.
Is online available? Is available online?
Is available online.
Available online. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you play online Ludo?
Yes, online.
Okay. And who do you play with? With strange people or with friends and relatives?
Yeah, during COVID, I used to play with relatives, friends. There were so many friends I had that time, like online friends. So I used to play with them, and
Mhm.
now I usually play with friends, like who with whom I know.
People you know. You play with people
Yeah.
you know. Okay. All right. And how is online Ludo different from the board game? Is it the same, exactly the same, or is it what are the differences?
Yeah, it
Because
is exactly the same.
okay,
Exactly the same, but the one difference is there. We can connect with people whenever we get time, or like we don't need to physical appearance. So we
we
need
don't
only if anyone have free time, so we can connect them. We can ask them to play if they are
connect
interested. So
connect with them.
connect with them. So if they are also free, so then we can start playing online.
Okay, okay. So
And
if
yeah,
you
there are
carry on
so many emojis. There are so many emojis. So that is why I love online play, online play, online playing Ludo.
playing
Otherwise,
on
it's
playing Ludo
playing
online.
online. Yeah.
Okay. Mhm. And does the board Ludo board look exactly the similar online as it does as does the real board?
No, it is no. It is similar, but colors are little different. Or
Mhm.
like voice when someone's goatee is back to their house, so the voice is very good.
The sound,
Uh, Sound,
the
yeah,
same.
sound we can say.
Yeah.
While playing, there are so many sounds, so sounds are very good.
The sound effects are very good. The audio effects, the sound effects are very good. So goatee or counter?
Counter.
Counter. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you also play with four counters online as you do offline?
No, there is no need to play four player. We can play with the computer also. There is a
Okay.
computer available. Or
Uh-huh.
we can play with friends, one friend, two friends,
Uh,
three friends. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So you don't necessarily need someone. You can even play with the computer. But what I mean to say is, when we play Ludo offline, usually each person has four counters, like four red,
Four
four
counters.
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on
Yeah.
the in the online version also, do you have four counters or?
Yes, yes. Four counters we have.
Mhm. Okay. And what about the dice? Do you play with one or two?
With one only.
With one only. Okay.
Yeah.
And so when you in on the computer, when you flip the dice, does it go up and fall down, or how does it show up the number?
When we click the dice, so then it
Hmm.
vibrates, and then some digit come,
The
some
number.
point come. Yeah,
When did you start playing Ludo online?
since childhood.
Online since childhood.
No, no, it's like I started playing Ludo since childhood, but online I started playing during from since COVID.
Okay. So you used to play Ludo as a child also with your siblings, with your parents, with your relatives, friends, whoever. And
Yes,
offline you started playing during COVID. Mhm.
yes.
That's good. Do you only play Ludo or do you also play Snakes and Ladders?
Snakes, yeah, I used to play in my childhood days, but no, not now. I don't like
Okay.
that game.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the Ludo game that you play online? Who sets the rules? Does the computer set the rules or do the players set the rules?
No, the rules are fixed there.
Mhm.
or we when we start playing, so numbers are coming, so there is a fix, like we cannot cheat anyone, because if we have four numbers, so we can push our goti only four numbers.
Counter.
What is a counter? Yeah, counter only four. So
Mhm.
this is how we cannot do any cheating in this game.
Four spaces. No, for example, in online version, offline version, some people say you can take out a counter on only when you get a six. Some people say you can take out a counter even when you get one. So
Yeah,
different rules. But what
yeah.
about here?
Here we can open only with six, not
Only
one.
with, not with one. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's what I
not with
wanted to know.
one.
That's a very important rule. And otherwise, can you also cancel somebody's counter if you happen to fall on the same space?
Yes, we can count. We can cancel someone's counter easily.
And you get a free turn after you cancel?
Yes, I get free turn, or and also when we get three times six, so all the numbers will go.
Oh, okay. So if you get
Same
three
rule.
consecutive sixes, three
Yeah,
consecutive sixes, then it cancels out. You get
yeah.
nothing.
Our turn also cancel.
Oh, your turn also cancels. Okay. Have you tried to play any other game also? Any other online game, board game?
No, not actually. I don't like to play any game
Hmm.
because like when we start playing games, so we usually become habitual. That
Hmm.
is why I don't like it. Is totally waste of time. So that
Mm.
is why I don't
So
play.
when do you find time to play online Ludo?
Like whenever I feel very exhausted, or I feel to talk people, because there is or voice also. We can talk
Oh,
with voice also. Yeah,
okay. So the audio helps enables you to talk through the player to the other player.
yeah.
That's good.
So that is
And
why we can talk with them and we can play with them.
okay, that's very nice. So if
Yeah,
you're feeling lonely or bored, you can play Ludo with and
yeah.
mhm. Have you tried playing Ludo with strangers, with people you don't know?
Yeah, so many times. Like during COVID, I played with strangers also, but not now. I'm not playing
Not
with
now.
any stranger. Yeah, because
And
that
this,
time I had lot of time to do
yes.
something. So if friends are not available, relatives are not available, so I started playing with the strangers also,
Uh-huh. Okay.
without voice actually, without voice.
Oh, without the audio.
Yeah.
And what about strangers? I mean, were they people from India or were they people from outside? Did you come to know who they were, that you people you were
No,
playing with?
we don't we didn't know who they are, from where they are, but we know only their name, what they
Okay.
write down on that game.
Okay. So they have to they have to sign in with a name and you only
We
know the.
cannot type any messages there. There is some messages are written there, so we can click on that message like uh, "Hi, good morning, bye," like this. There's some written
Okay.
messages are there, so we
Okay.
can type only that.
Okay, so only from that list of messages you can pick up a message and you
Yeah.
can send it.
Yeah,
Okay.
otherwise, we cannot type anything.
Hmm. Okay, understood. But so besides Ludo, you haven't tried any other board game? Even, I mean, when you were a child, when you were younger, did you try playing any other board game with your siblings or your parents?
Yeah, that time I used to play carom board.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
I didn't like that game that
Why not?
time also and now also.
Why don't you
Uh,
like Ludo?
because like we can't do anything in that game. There is not our intelligence used in that game, or we have to push that
Striker?
what we call striker only.
Hmm.
I I that game is not was not interesting for me.
You didn't find it interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
But did other people in your family play carom board?
Yeah, my cousins were playing.
Used to play.
We used to play. Yeah.
Yeah. But in carom board, there's a lot of skill where you have to aim your striker in such a way that you
Yeah.
get the counter into the hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. I also tried to play carom the other day, and when I used the striker, when I did this with my finger and thumb to hit the striker, my finger started
Yeah.
hurting
Yeah. That is
because
why I don't type it. That is
hmm,
also a reason.
Yeah, because I hadn't played for a very long time. So when I started playing, it started hurting. So I said, I don't enjoy it. And I'm not very good at aiming and hitting and all that. So
Yeah.
I didn't play the game. Yeah. What about Monopoly? Have you ever played Monopoly?
No.
No? Okay. It's a very
Okay, what
interesting.
is the reason behind this? Why we are playing carom board? There is nothing special. There is nothing interesting. So why people are playing this game?
Why people play this game? Because some people find it interesting. Some people are very skillful. They can hit the striker exact precision and speed to be able to get the counter in the hole.
Mhm. So it is helpful for our concentration or
Yeah, it's very
brain
helpful
power.
for your concentration and also your skill of hitting the striker with the exact in the exact direction and the exact speed. Because if you hit the striker very hard, then
Mhm.
also you will not get the counter in the hole. If you hit it too slow, then again you won't be successful. So there is a
Yeah.
lot of skill.
Mhm. Okay.
Have you tried playing any word games online? There are so many word games that can help you improve your vocabulary.
No, I haven't tried. You what game you said? Monopoly. What is that?
Monopoly is a game which is very interesting. It's a very old game. It's a board game, and there are properties listed along the in the yeah, on the board, and you run your counter along the properties. And when you land on a property, you buy it. So it begins by the game begins by you getting some money from the bank. All of the players get money from the bank, and
Okay.
when your counter lands on a property, you can buy it. And when somebody else's counter lands on your property, you get rent.
Okay.
And then there are other things also, like if you have properties with the in groups. There are some which are all pink labeled, some are red labeled, some are green, some are blue. So if you get like all the properties of a certain color, then you can raise the rent. Or if you there are other ways to raise the rent also. You can make a building or a hotel also on your property, and then your rent goes very, very high. And sometimes you land on a space which says pay income tax. Or there are some that are called chance. So you have to pick up a chance card to know. Sometimes you get money from the bank if you land on a chance card. Say for example, if it's your birthday, the bank might give you a loan or something. Or you have got an income tax refund, so you get money from the bank. Sometimes you might have to give money to the bank. Say for example, if you have to pay income tax, you did not pay enough,
Who
so
decide all the rules?
they're written over there. The chance cards have everything written over there. So you just follow. And there is a jail also. So sometimes you might go into the jail, and for that you need to get out of jail. Sometimes there are different ways to get out of jail, so you can use any different way you want to. And it's a lot of fun. And finally, the winner is a person who has the most amount of money left at the end of the game. And sometimes people go bankrupt because they can't pay off a rent or something. You can also mortgage your property. See, that means every time you buy a property,
Mortgage means?
when you buy a property, you get a property card.
Mhm.
So if you want money, say for example, all your money is finished and you have to pay rent to someone or you need money, then you mortgage your property, which means you give the property is yours, but you give it to the bank, and the bank gives you some money in return for keeping the property card. So you get like if the property costs about 200, you can mortgage the property for 100, and with that 100 you can you can do whatever you want to pay rent or whatever. And later on, if you want to get your property back from the bank, then you have to pay that 100 to the bank that you took as loan from the bank. And like you know the Hindi word girdi, sorry, girvi,
Rent.
girvi.
Girvi. Yes.
Huh.
When we
Mortgage
give, when we, yeah, when we give some like jewelry and we need money.
money, exactly. This is property to the bank, and you get money because if you need money, you just give your property to the bank and you get money. So that's a very interesting game, also, Monopoly. I think there is an online version also, but I haven't played the online version. But yeah, but yeah, look up some word games online because you like to play online.
Mhm.
So
Word game.
word games. There are sometimes you have different letters given to you, and you have to form words from the letters. So that's word find or something, or word. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, there are lots and lots of word games. You can even play crossword or word finder, all online, or even you can buy even in the
Okay, so
news.
it is, but like if there is any benefit, then I will play. Otherwise, I don't like to play any game.
Yeah, if you play word games, it helps you to improve your vocabulary.
Okay. Yeah.
Even crosswords help you to improve your vocabulary. Crosswords you can even find in the newspaper. There are, in fact, lots of word
Yes.
games in the newspaper every morning. You can play in
Yeah.
the newspaper also. That also will help you to improve your vocabulary.
Right. Yeah.
And there
And
are
next
word
day we
games.
will get answers.
Yeah, there is also a website called, I'm just sending it to you, called dictionary.com. Dictionary.com. There are lots of word games on this website.
Okay. For improving vocabulary.
That's right. It'll help you to improve your vocabulary. And otherwise, also, dictionary.com is a very good website to learn about new words and how to use them, their pronunciation. You can even subscribe to this, and they send you a word every day, new word every day.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is one. There are others also if you want. There is another one.